Hi, good morning. Welcome to the replay, everybody. Welcome to the replay. Go ahead and swipe to the right for Apple from the bottom to the top for Android, and go ahead and share it. And you can also give hearts when you're on the replay. So go ahead and give hearts on the replay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream here at Periscope. Welcome, you guys. Let's get ready. We've got a minute left before we get started. Go ahead and invite all your friends. Thank you, Kush. Thank you for inviting. Go ahead and do that right now. Hit the parrot dude in the corner. Share. Hey, Green. Thanks for inviting your friends, Niambi. All right. Go ahead and give some hearts and share. Those are two things I want you to do real quick for the next 30 seconds. Let's go hard. And do that right now. We've got some exciting stuff we want to share with you. Pillar number three. Hey, Capital Vision over there at Meerkat. How you doing, my brother? Welcome. We're talking about black dollar. We're talking about black enterprise. We're talking about black biz scope. All right, that's what we're talking about here on these scopes entitled The Money Game. The Money Game. How to win the money game. So let's go ahead and get started in 30 seconds. Go ahead and take this time to share. Hit the parrot dude, restream, and go ahead and share it with your friends at Twitter and Periscope. All right, so let's get started in 30 seconds. All right, let's turn it around. Time to get started. Time to get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning over there at Meerkat. Meerkatters, how you guys doing? Welcome to the live stream. We want to get you set up real quick. Around at Periscope. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. DarrellMuhammad here, real estate investor, entrepreneur. All right, business person, sales and marketing, on and offline marketing, entrepreneur, man, network marketing, been a stockbroker, been on this journey of financial empowerment, financial freedom, whatever you want to call it, free enterprise for a long time. We just want to come to you guys every day of the week, Monday through Friday, this time, and share what we've been blessed by God to acquire. You know, I realized many years ago that, you know, how blessed and fortunate I am and have been over the years to acquire certain kinds of knowledge, right? That is not readily available to most people, let alone black people, right? So I have a debt of gratitude, and I have a debt that I want to give back, right? Why would I hoard and why would I keep this information to myself when the universe is in abundance? There's enough for everybody, all right? So before we get into that message, I want to let you know we're going to cover some information here. We're just going to go over it so you can go out and do your own research and start your own educational journey to understand and master these areas, all right? And we want to open up for questions at the end, so hold your questions for the last 5 minutes at the end, at the bottom of the hour, all right? So here's what we need to do. Housekeeping items, of course. We always start off that way. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to go to DarrellMuhammad.net, because this is where all the happening is going to take place, all right? This is just a way of reaching you, and if you resonate with our message, to go to this website, put your information in so we can stay connected. We're going to have a lot of private events, a lot of private conversations, but you're going to have to be a part of the team. You're going to have to be a part of this membership, this list right here. So you're going to have to go to DarrellMuhammad.net and sign up. If you resonate with what we're doing here, and you want to be a part of it, that's what you need to do. A lot of good information there at the website. You can click on more. You see the book list where you see a lot of the books that I have that I've read and currently studying, and as well as contact me if you want me to talk to your sales team, your network marketing organization. Talk to Sister Denise Muhammad's team today, her organization. If you want me to come in, I can tell you and show you how you can have me come in, and you don't even have to pay me. All right, I'll deliver my service and my information for free. We have to get this message and as much of it out as possible, ladies and gentlemen, of empowerment for our community. Our community is suffering because of the lack of financial empowerment, not just for ourselves, but for our community. All right. If you want to reach me at Periscope and Twitter, this is how you reach me. DarrellMuhammad. And then on Facebook is DarrellMuhammad fan page. DarrellMuhammad fan page. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Go ahead and restream it at Meerkat. And go ahead and hit the Paradude right now because we're about to get started. Go ahead and hit the Paradude right now and go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it again right now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, because we want to double up our count. We want to double up our count, all right? So go ahead and share it right now, okay? So we've been talking about, we're doing a series of conversations. We're doing a series on the money game, how to win the money game, how to play the money game to win, and how to stop playing it not to lose. All right? And what are the rules that we need to learn, we need to know, we need to implement in order to win? If there's some people winning and some people losing, please know that the people who are winning know something that the people are losing do not know. So what I'm bringing to you and things that I've learned over the years as a stockbroker, studying Robert Kiyosaki stuff, and God knows who else, just over the last, I need to flip the camera as it's backwards. Yeah, I don't know how to flip the camera, capital vision. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. If I flip it, it'll point outwards, and then if I turn the camera around, I won't be able to see. So if you know how to do that, go ahead and put that in there. If not, I'll just have to write that down and figure that out, okay? Hey, Sister Candace, how are you? Thanks for inviting your followers. Invite, ladies and gentlemen. Invite. You can't play the money game by yourself. It is a team sport. It's a team sport. And the way you find players to put on your team, on your money game team, is by sharing. It's about talking to people. It's about networking. And that's what this social media platform allows all of us to do, not just me, right? If everybody invites somebody, there's somebody on there that you don't know. Turn that off. There's somebody on there that you do not know. And you can network with them. All right? You can network with them. So let's go ahead and talk about the money game and pillar number 3. We're coming pillar number 3 today, ladies and gentlemen, and we're talking about credit and debt. Credit and debt. Credit and debt. Debt is the flip side of credit, and credit is the flip side of debt. It's the same coin, just two opposite sides. All right, hope you got your notes here. I got my notes. Hope you got your paper and pen, so we're going to get into understanding. Let me just say, I would probably say this is the number 2 area. This is the area, ladies and gentlemen, that would rob you of your wealth. Besides taxes, right? This is an area that will literally rob you of your wealth. And the interesting thing about it is, it does it, you know what I'm saying? It's like cancer. It just eats away at you. It doesn't seem like a lot. It doesn't seem like it's, it's going to affect you so much because it's a slow death. Thank you, Sister Denise, for sharing. All right, it's a slow death, ladies and gentlemen. This credit and debt piece, right? If you can lock down this credit and debt piece and understand it how to use it to win the money game and not how not to lose at the money game, you're halfway there. You're halfway there, all right? So first of all, we all know credit. What is credit? Credit is you giving your word that you have the ability and the intent to pay your bills, to pay your debt. All right? That's what credit is. That's what credit is. Is me, DarrellMuhammad, giving the creditor my word that I have the intent, right, and the ability to pay my debt. To pay my debt. Now, credit is supposed to be used, ladies and gentlemen, as convenience. As a convenience, right? That's what it's really used for. It's used for convenience. The way credit and credit cards started out years ago, it was really only restricted for the wealthy people. Because they didn't want to, carry a lot of cash, and they didn't want to, have to write out checkbooks, and people steal their checkbooks, and it was an inconvenient for the wealthy people. So they came out with these credit cards, right? Came out with these credit cards. They've always had credit, but credit cards made it more convenient. So they came out with these credit cards to make it more convenient for the wealthy people. All right? So they kind of did a beta test with the wealthy people, and it went so smoothly, and everybody liked it. It was perfect. And then they rolled it out to everybody else, right? They rolled it out to the rest of the consumers, the rest of the society, because they just saw and got an idea, and they only could imagine how much money they can make if they gave these credit cards to everybody. Right? If they gave this credit card there. So it was for convenience, ladies and gentlemen, and it was not designed to replace your ability to pay your debt. And that's where the problem is. It wasn't designed to replace your ability to pay your debt. Now the problem is, here's how you can tell if you have a problem and you need to address it. Right? If you have credit cards and you get your bill and you can't pay it off in full, meaning you have a zero balance every month, then you have a problem that you need to solve, right? You have a problem you need to solve. Credit cards or credit, for if you're going to play to win the game, is not designed for you and I to increase our lifestyle. It's not is not there for us to increase our lifestyle. It's there as a convenience form of payment. It's there so we can understand I have the money in the bank. It's more convenient for me to use the credit card than to carry cash or a checkbook. Right? So if you can't pay your credit card in full, ladies and gentlemen, then that's a problem. You're playing the money game not to lose instead of playing the money game to win. Now, here's how you play it to win. Here's how you play it to win. You ready? Write this down. Make notes, you guys. This is how you play it to win. You use your credit for leverage. You use your credit to leverage, to invest, or make purchases that will produce income. That's how you win. You use your credit to invest and to purchase things, investments that can produce income. Appreciate you, Esquire. Appreciate you, my man. All right? That's how you use your credit. Here's what I learned in my years of being a real estate student, real estate investment student. And I've seen, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've seen. Now, let me just drop this nugget on you real quick. I don't have it on my notes, but let me just drop it on you real quick. See, if you get your credit score up, to the 7 and the 800 to A level area, do you know you can walk into a bank? You can walk into a credit union, and you can get what they call a signature loan. You can borrow money just based on your good credit. You can just go in there and they'll loan you whatever it is. It doesn't matter how much it is, right? But they'll loan you $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 based on your stellar credit. And you just sign a piece of paper, right? Just imagine you do that, ladies and gentlemen. You get your credit score up to up to 700, 800, up in the A category. Now you can just walk into the bank, borrow $5,000, Go out and do some real estate deals on somebody else's money, none of your own money, someone else's money, and you're off to the races, right? You're off to the races, running towards the finish line called financial empowerment, financial freedom, right? That's why you have to get a grip on credit and debt, right? Credit and debt. You know, a lot of our foreparents, right? We came out of slavery, we came out of segregation, and one of the good things that we didn't keep, right? One of the things we didn't keep, we threw the baby and the bathwater out of the window with integration and education. They paid for everything in cash, ladies and gentlemen, because they were afraid and they didn't want somebody to come and take their little stuff that they've gotten. Right? We got to get back to that. I got to get back to that. To those old tried and true principles, those money management principles that our foreparents learned out of fear. Right? Now we need to learn them out of intelligence. Right? Out of intelligence, not out of fear. We're smarter now. We got more education. Now we need to look into a lot of the things that our foreparents did, Mama and Papa did, and see the science, the intelligence behind it, even though they did not do it. They did it out of fear. Hey, thanks for inviting somebody, Esquire. Appreciate you, man. It's not too late to invite, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the money game, how to win the money game. If you don't know how to play the money game to win, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter. The merchants, right? Our enemy, our economic enemies, they don't care how much money we have because they know that we don't know what to do with it. The thing we're going to do, we're going to just give it back to them and make them more empowering instead of understanding how to play the money game to win, for everybody to win. Right? You see the basketball in NBA, right? They win the championship game. Everybody run on the court, right? Especially college. Everybody run on the court. Win the NCAA, the SWAC. Everybody run on the football field. Well, that's how we got to do, brothers and sisters. Let's get out there and win this money game. And when we win, everybody get to celebrate. Everybody get a piece of the net, right? Taking anything they can grab, right? As a souvenir that my team won. Not just I won, you won, my team won, we won. The whole university celebrates. They spend thousands of dollars decorating the university, throwing parties, the whole city, right? The whole city gets involved and spends thousands of dollars. Doesn't matter how much debt the city's in. They spend thousands of dollars for a parade. That's what we have to do, brothers and sisters. We're at the point now we have no choice. You either think for the whole or your personal little bit of money is at jeopardy. Right? Hey, Chuck, welcome. Now, that's credit. The flip side of that is debt. Credit and debt. We learn how to understand credit and debt. We learn how to play the credit and debt money game to win and not to lose. Half of the battle is won. Now, let me just tell you real quick. There's two types of debt. There's bad debt and there's good debt. Now, save your questions for the end. We're going to have questions in the next, let's see, about 5 minutes. We want to cover debt real quick. Got to make this very, very clear for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thanks, Living Sheik. Thank you for the restream. Appreciate you. Good debt, bad debt. Bad debt, good debt. Right? So what is bad debt, Darrell? What is bad debt? Because I don't want anything bad. I want everything good. So what is bad debt? Bad debt is consumer debt. Consumer debt. When you go out there and use your credit card to buy personal items. Living expense. We covered this a couple of broadcasts ago, right? Living expense and lifestyle expense. Right? That's consumer debt. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Carlos. That's consumer debt. That's bad debt. Why is it bad? Because it's the most expensive money out there. It's the most expensive. Thank you, Niambi. It's the most expensive money out there. It's consumer debt. 18, 20, 22% on your credit card. Consumer debt. Just imagine. They're getting 18% on your dollar. They're getting 18%. So if you had an investment making 9% on your dollar for dollar, you're still not down 9%. So you're not winning. Man, I'm over here, I'm investing, man. My return, I'm balling. My return give me 12, 13, 14%. Who doing that? You ain't doing that. Where your money at? What your money getting? And it's going out the back door. It's going out the back door on your credit card at 18%. So you're negative 3%. But you balling though, because your credit card is going towards your lifestyle, right? It's consumer debt. Right? It's consumer debt. It's going towards your lifestyle. You know, you looking at folks up and down, see how they dress, see what they wearing. Right? You complimenting them so they can compliment you. On you, how good you look, man. You surely, yeah, man. I'm out here, doing this real estate thing, man. I'm out here, doing this little, just getting my hustle on, Sure, I'm making big money, man. Big money. Let the story be told, and we'll see what's really going on. That's one thing I like about financial empowerment, ladies and gentlemen. When you sit down with your money, got my mind on my money on my mind. When you sit down with your money, if you be honest, it won't lie to you. It'll tell you the truth. It doesn't matter what kind of car you got in the garage. It doesn't matter what kind of shoes you rock. It don't matter what your girl look like. Don't matter what your dude look like. It don't matter what you got on your walls as far as plaques and accolades and all that kind of stuff. It'll look back up at you and say, man, you better get your stuff together. You got me over here. You got your money working too hard. Your money working 18% on one end. 15% on the other end, and you're down 3%. So look at it. That's why we call it the money game. Put the score on the board, baby. Put the score on the board. Let's see who's winning. Out the door at 18%, in the door at 15%. We down 3%. We down 3%. So look at it like this. Next time you go to Starbucks, especially Starbucks, let's just see how many people buy they latte, whatever they get, because I don't know. I don't go to Starbucks and get all that extra stuff. I get my passion tea and I'm good, right? But they use their credit card, it might be a debit card, use their credit card to buy some mocha stuff for $4, $5, $6, right? Right? And then the credit card people charging you 18%. So you're not really paying $4 for that cup of whatever. You're paying 18%, which is another 72 cents extra. So you're paying $4.72 on that coffee. Right? And no, don't talk about if you have a balance on your credit card. Talk about consumer debt being bad. If you have a balance on your credit card, now that 18% compounds on the balance. So now you head in the wrong direction very fast. Now we're trying to drive forward financially, playing the money game, looking in our rearview mirror. Now when are you gonna hit something? Not if, but when are you gonna hit something? Every single month, that's right. Every single month compounds month after month. So that's why I said this area right here robbed more people of their wealth than anything else. Credit, not understanding credit and debt. Credit and debt. All right? So, that's bad. Well, let's talk about good debt. All right, there. That's enough on the bad. You make me feel bad. I feel bad, right? That's good. Maybe if we feel bad enough, we'll go take the medicine, no matter how bad the medicine tastes, right? So, good debt. What is good debt? Now, this is what those that understand the money game, this is what they do. This is how they play. Now, you go do your research. I'm just scratching the surface, and we'll go open up questions in about 3 minutes. I'm just scratching the surface, ladies and gentlemen. So you can say, wow, man, I didn't know that. Well, how are you supposed to know? What does the scripture say? How they know unless they have a teacher? How they have a teacher unless he be sent? Somebody got to come and teach us these things, brothers and sisters in our community. Robert Kiyosaki not going to hashtag black dollars, hashtag black business scope, hashtag black enterprise. You had to look for Robert Kiyosaki and go to where Robert Kiyosaki's at. Right? You had to find Anthony Robbins and go to where Anthony Robbins is. He's not going to hashtag this stuff, but I'm going to hashtag it. You hashtag it. That's why you have to share, brothers and sisters. You will not win at the money game with a selfish mentality. Because that means you believe in lack. You don't believe in abundance. And abundance doesn't come to you. Love go where love is appreciated. Love does not go where it's tolerated. All right? So here's how we play the money game to win. Good debt. Good debt is where you use your credit, your good word, your proven good word, your credit. You use it as leverage to invest in real estate, to invest in your education. The IRS gives you more deductions in write-offs for real estate, and they give you write-offs for education. You should be buying books all the time. All the time. You should be investing in seminars all the time. All the time. So that you can get it. The government saying, hey, I'll help pay for you to get educated because I'm not educating you. I'm just giving you the bare minimum so you can go out there and try to fend for yourself. But we're not going to give you the education you need to be rich because we got too many rich friends that finance education and set up the educational system here in America. They're not going to create their own competitors. What we don't understand about that's it don't take a rocket scientist to understand that, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to create my own competitors. I believe in an abundance, but I'm not trying to make my work harder than what's necessary. I'm looking for collaboration, not competition. Right? So what is it that we don't understand? I mean, it's right there in our face. You don't expect the shell oil companies and all these major multi-international corporations that give billions and millions and billions of dollars to universities to train you to be other than an employee so you can come back and work for them. They're not going to train you on how to be a competitor in the oil industry. Who does that? Where they do that at? See, the mere fact that we believe that is the reason why we can't get ahead in the money game. Right? So, invest. Use it to leverage to invest in real estate. Use it to leverage to invest in starting you a business. Use it to leverage to promote your financial independence, your financial sovereignty. Sovereignty, ladies and gentlemen. Your financial sovereignty. Let me see. You've obviously never been to college. No, you're obviously wrong. All right? So that's what that's about, right? So good debt. So education. So that's competition is good. Yeah, for who? Competition is not good. It's not good for the business owner. It's good for the consumer. Yeah, absolutely. Good for the consumer, but it's not good for the business owner. Why do you think there's a law in America against monopolies, where you have one company, or oligopoly, where you have three companies dominating an industry? It's good for the business because they can control the market. They can control the prices, but it's not good for the consumer. If we're talking about playing the money game to win, then we're talking about thinking like, right? Thinking like the business people. Thinking like those that understand the rules of the money game to win. To win. So, if you're on the front end of this thing, if you're creating, then you're never you're not competing. So it doesn't really matter if you're on the creative side. All right? So thanks, Michigan. I appreciate that. All right? I appreciate that. That's what this is all about. Exchange, right? It's all about exchange. So competition benefits the consumer more than it benefits the business. The business is not trying to create competition. Why would they want to do that and got to lower their prices? Why would they want to do that and lower their prices? That's going to squeeze their margins. right? And if Michigan, you can produce something at a lower cost than I can produce it, the last thing I want to do is squeeze my margin and make it, who can manufacture and get it to the marketplace the cheapest. I don't want to compete. All right? Do I understand what reach is? Yes, I understand what reach is. I absolutely do. Reach, right? Yeah, you reach more people, but you need money to reach more people, right? No, Ferrari, if they advertise, they do minimum advertise. I don't see them doing advertising during a football game or anything like that. All right, so save your questions on the end. Yeah, reach, absolutely reach. But are you selling a Ferrari? Are we selling products that is exclusive to the 1% of the population? Definitely the top 10%. If the question is no, then can we implement their form of marketing? Will that work for us? Right? You have to know where you are in the money game, right? And play from where you are and you get to where you want to be. So we're talking about good debt. So we're talking about leverage it to invest, leverage it for business, leverage it to invest in things that's going to create income, right? And not debt. That's your good debt, ladies and gentlemen. And the government rewards those who understand that and are good debt. That's investing in good debt. So what we want to do, we want to eliminate consumer debt. We want to pay it off every month so we can keep those 18% down. And you're leveraging, you're borrowing the bank's money, the credit card company's money at 0 interest rate. If you do that, it doesn't matter if it's 18 or 22%. You're paying 0 because you're paying it off every month. That's why you shouldn't charge anything that you don't have money in the bank to pay for. Right? So we're talking about winning the money game. So use debt for leverage. Use debt to invest. All right? So hopefully you guys got that. Let's open up real quick for some questions for about a minute because we're a minute over and I don't want to take too much of your time. All right? So go ahead and pop those questions down at the bottom. I think I covered everything. All right? All right, if it wasn't for competition, common life Ferrari wouldn't exist. Okay, good. Fine. Thank you very much, Michigan. We have just two differences of opinions. So what you do is anytime you have two differences of opinions, right, you take both of those opinions out in the marketplace, right, and then you see and let the marketplace determine which, not which one's right and wrong, but just see, just results, right? It's not good and bad, it's just results. So Michigan, go ahead and put that in the marketplace. Hope that works for you. And I'll put my belief and my concept and my philosophy out in the marketplace, and we'll see if that works for me. And there's enough for everybody. There's enough abundance for everybody. All right. So that's good, Michigan. All right. Appreciate you. That's good. Stick to your guns. Stick to what you believe, and go out there and put it into action and make it work. Right. If you have two winners. Right? If both ways work, it only proves that both ways work in the marketplace. All right? Any other questions? Anybody else got some questions about the money game, how to win, how to play it to win, and how to not play it to lose. All right? And we talked about today debt in credit. Debt in credit, credit in debt, good and bad. All right? Any other questions? Any other questions that we have on the floor? Anybody else? Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Monday through Fridays, 11 o'clock, top of the hour, Central Standard Time. All right. Should you leverage consumer debt? You leverage it to pay it off at the end of the month. You can use it for investments and things of that nature. Well, it wouldn't be called consumer debt then, right? You're not using it for personal items, right? If that's all you can get a hold, right? You don't use it for personal items. Remember, to make consumer debt means you're going into debt for consumer consumption. You're not going into debt for investment. So if you're going into debt for investment, that's pretty good. What's the first step? The first step is to understand. The first step is to go back in the previous periscopes that I'm going to post this weekend on my website, DarrellMuhammad.net, so you can know the steps. Right? The first step is income. Second step is expenses. Third step is we're talking about debt and credit. And tomorrow, this next step is going to be taxes, right? Taxes. Those are the 4 parts to your economy. These are the 4 parts to your economy. If you just focus on those 4 areas, understanding them from your perspective, right? Understanding them from your perspective. Understanding them of how you're going to use it for your financial freedom strategy, your financial empowerment strategy, your financial sovereignty strategy, right? You have to apply it for you. You have to understand. That's why you have to understand it, not just do it, not just intellectualize it. You have to understand it. You have to understand it. We have to understand these pieces. So when somebody, what's my website? DarrellMuhammad, where is it? DarrellMuhammad.net. There it is. Thanks for asking, Tim. DarrellMuhammad.net. Go ahead and subscribe. You get on the list, because we're going to have a lot of these. We're going to have some private conversations. All right. So we won't have trolls. We didn't have any today, so we won't have trolls. We can just be of like mind. So if you're not of like mind, then you know, don't come to those private, because we're talking about like mind. Thank you very much, Sister Niambi. So we're talking about like-minded people so we can move forward. All right? Like-minded people so we can move forward. All right? So if there's nothing else, all right? If you're just joining us, you caught the tail end of it, you missed a good scope, go back to the replay, watch the replay, share it in the replay by swiping to the right, Apple, from the bottom to the top, like Drake says on Android. Share, 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 heart, heart, heart. Watch the replay, take your notes, and study them and implement them. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net, click on more. You have the reading list there. Go ahead and get you some books, because the IRS will pay you for educating yourself. They will reward you for educating yourself, and you can still write it off for this year, 2015. We'll talk about some ideas on taxes tomorrow, all right? And also, if you want me to, talk to your group, Skype, conference call, to come in your city, I'll come to your city where you don't have to pay me anything for being there, to share this message of financial empowerment to our community, the black community, right? Because you should have seen, if you saw in Chicago on Black Friday, all right, you saw a social economic shift. A social economic shift. That's what time it is, brothers and sisters. So, I want to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem. All right, see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our community deserves your very best. So we'll see you tomorrow.